Today on Mob Rules,
we talk about Battlezone Ursa.
we talk about AKBB a little bit.
And
We're
The
really
Gamer's Tale.
we're really tired.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's
no,
episode.
we just started it.
It's episode something of Mob
It's
Rules.
episode 32.
It's episode. Insert episode number here of Mob
Rules.
Rules. Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to Mob Rules episode 32?
Yeah.
33, 32?
32 and a third.
Live from Battlezone Urza.
There's still people here.
There is, yeah. We are in the middle of a convention hall, actually recording.
Tada's mom is here.
Yeah, Tada's mom's here.
You mean Gene?
If Tada were here, I would say, dude, your mom is hot. But he's not here.
Gene's like my surrogate mom.
Your surrogate mom's hot. If you were here.
I am, of course, very, very tired, John. Very drained, John.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, good lord. It's convention season in Alaska.
I think it was like the first day. Like the first day, like set you up for failure.
Yeah.
And no matter how much sleep you get the second day, like
No.
the next night, like you're just screwed.
And, of course, Ted and I are captains of separate ships.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bound to both through each other.
Oh.
So we're both very busy this
Yeah.
fourth quarter convention season.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was there were a lot of people here. Not as many as we thought, but there were still I think we ended up with a decent amount. Like I was really expecting towards the end after the 40K thing, because that was the beast, right?
40K was a beast, yeah.
That nobody would be here, but there's a ton.
Yeah, there's still a ton of stuff going on around.
Yeah, like Tada's surrogate mom.
Yeah, Tada. We're joined by habitual bad influence and Tad Commissioner, Tada.
Hello?
Hey Tada.
Hey, Tada.
This is exciting. It's kind of fun. For the people in New Guinea who listen to our show and don't know who Tada is, we keep telling Tada stories, and now people in New Guinea will be able to hear Tada speak.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
All right,
cool.
Now, Tada, take for a moment and put yourself into a tribesman's shoes. I don't know if they wear shoes, but put yourself for a moment into their shoes and think about how cool it is to meet you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as a tribesman,
I have to put myself there. It's going to take me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't wear shoes, it'd be pretty easy.
That's
You
true.
just take off your shoes.
I
and
just take off my shoes, kind of wiggle it on the carpet.
I
in
will
here.
say
You probably have Adidas, so it's all
our
right.
our regularly scheduled program was supposed to be about Shield of Ball.
Yeah.
Talking about that. We were supposed to get some Flesh Terrors tournament games in between me and Ted.
Yeah.
And then convention season hit hardcore. So hardcore.
Like a big black dick.
It
Just a,
Veiny.
I got slapped by a dick in the face this last week, and my prep for this went through the roof. And then I managed yesterday to start planning for 2017. So don't even let a day go by.
That's exciting. I remember last year, you and I were sitting down trying to come up with our long-term goals, and one of them was all right, we want to run a convention. The two of us want to run a convention, and it organically.
I stole your goal.
Well, I'm kind of doing another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now it's almost like this weird irony, double-sided irony. We weren't planning the way. You might be running next year's,
right?
And I'm half running AKBB, and so not only did we not plan to do where we ended up to be, although we did put the energy out in the world, we're also running competing.
we are the way I like to see it.
So now we're gonna have these passive aggressive stabs at each other. No, you should go to this one. This one's better.
Anytime Ted brings up AKBB, I'm gonna fuck you, Ted. No.
No, I heard that one's lame.
I honestly I don't view them as competing conventions, and this is my crazy rationale why. AKBB is set up as it's just for fun. There's a lot of hobby stuff involved, art classes. Ted's showcase Mechanicum battle. There's a showcase 30K battle I'm taking part in. And it's kind of celebrating the hobby aspect of the game there. Whereas the Battlezone Ursa is more of the competitive. It's focused around tournaments, and weirdly, like our duality in our relationship in this podcast, it's focused around the competitive tournament, the ITC tournament. Pretty big part of it. Next year, branching out to some more stuff as well. But yeah, so they're not competing. So I think they offer two different experiences.
Yeah. But AKB
but one's clearly better than the second. Toto, which one's better?
I haven't been to either. This is the first one I've been to, so.
Oh, so he's only been to mine.
Yes. So far.
So far. But no, like I said.
So we brought Tata in to talk about what he hasn't experienced at Battles and Urza. But you're here, so you didn't experience a lot.
Got to experience about, what, hour and a half, 2 hours of it?
Yeah.
You got to watch our Gamer's Tale game.
But yeah, so today, like I said, we were going to talk about Shield Ball. That's going to come up next time. We are going to talk about that and then get back to kind of a regularly scheduled programming. Today we're going to talk about Gamer's Tale, which just wrapped up, just finished. And then that's about it. I want to say I want to keep it short this time here.
Because we need sleep.
We need sleep. I was here like 8 a.m. to about 8:30, 9 p.m. last night. Ted was here 5 a.m., like 6 a.m.?
Oh, yeah, 6:30.
Like 6:30 to 6:30 last night.
7:30.
So to 7:30 yesterday. About the same today, except today I can't leave till like 10 or 11 because we got teardown tonight. So yeah, we're going to keep this happy here. Before we start real quick,
yesterday it was beautiful. I think it was like it was like such a calamity. Like I honestly think that like the less sleep Ted has, like the less Ted should do. Like just like there should be like a meter like on my chest where it says like don't expect shit. Like he's okay. Like ask him everything. And like yesterday, like morning, it would have been like let Ted sleep. Like it really would have been. I think I made like 3 runs back to my house because I kept forgetting shit. Like I was wearing the wrong shoe. Like I wear like Converse, and I put on my Adidas, which actually have support. It's not just like cardboard with like tape on them. And like my feet were
we are both wearing Converse today for this,
like,
this long ass day.
Foot support is horrible.
Yeah. Not
used to it.
Not sponsored by Converse.
It's because we're New Guinea tribesmen.
So I mean, a little bit about what we've been up to though outside the convention scene. I did actually play games since our last episode. I took the Eldar out.
Oh.
And I did a tournament out at MJ's, Cards and Comics out in the Valley, with my new Eldar army. Mm-hmm. I ran a Wraith host and a Wind Rider host, an Aspect host.
How many knights did you have?
Wraith Knights?
Yeah.
I'm only allowed 1 per ITC, so I had 1.
Really? They actually put like a straight up limit?
Yeah, because it's a Lord of War.
Yeah?
Well, so I only run 1.
Oh, okay.
So he was sword and boarding it the whole day. Like what I found though throughout.
What do you think of that combo?
I really liked it. Like what I found throughout the whole day is going from playing orcs, where like the biggest super heavy I ran was a Squiggoth, and then going to Tyranids, where I ran a Hyrule. I was very protective of my super heavies and where I move them and how I use them. Whereas with a Wraith Knight, you just run that shit right up the front of the table and smack something and it dies. You don't have to be so protective with a Wraith Knight because with my orcs, my Squiggoth, that was a third of my army. Okay. With the Hyrule, that's a third of my army. With the Wraith Knight, that's 300 points. If that dies, okay, I just do all this stuff here. But yeah, it was pretty gross.
How much is your Fellblade?
Like how many points?
Yeah.
I think it's with the Armored Ceremony, it's like 560, 565 or something like that, 550.
And I'm pretty sure I could run up and bitch slap it with a Wraith Knight real easy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Have you ever fight against Eldar with that?
No, I never have.
Okay. So the Fellblade, that's just a 30k, right? Or
no, it's 40k now.
Too.
Okay.
I actually played against a Fellblade.
So which one? Oh, is it the Glaive that's just 30k?
The Glaive is just 30k,
okay.
yeah.
But I did play, one of my games was against Chaos Space Marines running a Fellblade, and literally my Wraith Knight did just run up and bitch slap it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was gross. But yeah.
So how many attacks is on that guy?
4 base.
So 5 in the charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strength D.
So hitting on 3s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you move.
It's like unmodified.
It's 3s.
Hitting on
Strength
3s.
D.
Strength D. It's pretty gross. And then, of course, I'm running Farseers and Warlocks and everything, so it's all buffing it up. So, like, most of the games it was running around with a 2+ save, and it was re-rolling hits and stuff like that.
I can't believe it. Like, just slightly more than a Spartan.
I mean, and that's the weird thing, is, like, going from other armies...
Let's back up. I think we should just spend the next, like, half hour bitching about your models. Like, that's kind of... I mean, the internet would appreciate that. Like, oh, yeah, Eldar Knights.
Let's bitch about the fact I spent 5 hours trying to keep this thing glued in place.
Oh no, that's right. You kept falling off.
Yeah, it was secondhand Eldar. I didn't have my my hobby drill, so I couldn't pin it until I finally broke down and went to Michael's, and I was like, "Fuck, okay, buying a hobby drill again." And I pinned it, and yeah, it's still when I pinned it. the foot joint that we kept on breaking off didn't break, but the ankle joint did break. So a new part broke off.
Oh my!
It's like, oh, fuck you.
The next part just systematically work its way up the leg.
So to the point where it finally glued together, but I took a backup Wraith Knight in case that one broke and fell off the base. It was the worst.
Wow.
But yeah, I played against Chaos Space Marines. I won that one. I played against Orcs. I lost that one. It was a good list with a custom Stompa. And,
Did that guy show up today?
No,
Okay.
he didn't show up today. But it was a good list. I had an amazing turn 1 where I blew up like a third of his army.
Okay.
Because I just surrounded his trucks and deflamed what was inside. And then when the trucks blew up, he couldn't disembark anywhere because all of my guys were around it. So I had a great turn 1, and then Stompa, just that 400 fucking point custom Stompa. Here's where I bitch about undercosted super heavies as an Eldar player.
Why?
That Stompa is just it's too cheap.
You think so?
That buzz.
But you owned it. You owned it with something less than that.
No, I didn't own it.
Oh, you didn't own it?
No, because Tank Blesses took out the Wraith Knight pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that was a tough game, and then game 3, I lost that one because I made the mistake of not realizing that Necrons don't get reanimation protocols against D hits.
What? So did the person? So they just assumed they did, and you assumed, and everybody assumed, and then
so when his Kinetic Harvest came along. Yeah. And I de-scythed it and got like 40 flamer hits, like D-flamer hits up against it. And he was rolling 3+ invulnerables and then 4 up reanimation protocols against it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it did nothing, and I'm like, well, fuck this game. This is stupid. I don't like it anymore.
So you quit 40K.
Yeah, I quit 40K. I'm selling an Eldar army now. Check our Facebook group. At Mob Rules John selling Eldar. But no, it was a good day. It was a lot of fun. It was won by the Orc player, actually. The Orcs took that. It was a 21-person tournament, and the Orcs took the whole thing.
That's not supposed to happen.
No,
I think
not.
the game was thrown. Like the whole tournament was thrown.
It was Bully Boys and Trucks, which is a good combo.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was. Dude, I'm still salty about that loss. That's Stompa. Oh, good times. Ted, what you been up to?
I'm going to be making a custom Stompa is what I'm going to be up to. I'm plotting and planning.
Right. Hey, John, you want to play a game?
Turn my milk jug into a Stompa.
Let's put a face on it.
Oh, gosh. So, it's been like a lot of commissions.
You've been like Commission City recently.
Dude, I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. But it's good. I mean, I got like it's fewer than normal, but still, like it's been a lot. Thankfully, I got like a lot of them are pushed after like AKBB. So I have one for you.
Yeah.
I got your Warhound.
Which he needs for AKBB because he's on my team for that APOG game.
So like what, 2.5 weeks to do that?
Yeah.
3 weeks because I have about 20 guys finished. So 3 weeks. I know exactly.
It was great. I think like when he first Tada first asked me, didn't you were like. I think I said something about like, I don't think the Titans hung out with the Salamanders, right? What was that? Was that what it was?
Yeah, and it was one quick Google search. Like 30 seconds later, I was like, hey, it's Legio Ignis. Like, they hung out with Salamanders. It's like what they do. The Fire Kings. I was like, oh, all right, that was quick.
And then that one I was like, they don't have a color scheme.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I like quickly like checked it out on like was it like the wiki?
Yeah.
I was like, they don't have a color scheme. I don't know what we're gonna do. And then
one more search later, and then someone made a Legio Ignis out of on a Warlord Titan. It was a blue with the blue flames. That thing was just killer.
Yeah, with the Salamanders really
it was killer. Oh yeah, with the green and the blue.
It sounds to me like it looks like Optimus Prime from the Michael Bay Transformer movies.
Minus the red.
Out, I was going to do exactly that, and like just so nobody would notice. I mean, Tada would notice, but everybody else would, and then he'd be like ridiculed at the game. But now he knows. So thanks a lot.
You insert a Bluetooth speaker that plays Linkin Park over and over.
Just shit exploding in the background. All
I know.
Whenever like one of his models has to be named Sam, whenever it moves more than 12 inches away, he needs to move towards it.
Just like transform into a Volkswagen Rabbit.
Transforms into a Mastodon
instead of blowing up. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah.
So we got that, and I think there's like one other like War Machine model to do, and then there's just like a ton of buildings. So
yeah, because you still have to build. I mean, some generous soul sold you all of the board floor space you need.
Yeah,
and those rubber mats. Yeah, you're welcome.
Whoever that generous soul is, John.
But yeah, you still have a ton of buildings to work on.
Oh my god! By the way, and I know I told John this already. I'm really excited that nobody ships to Alaska. Like I got my Amazon Prime on and everything like that. Like we will find these like rubber mats. I need like 240 to 260 square feet worth of these mats. And like I tell the coordinator of AKBB, like, oh, don't worry about it. Like he had a plan. He's like, oh, we'll get this canvas, we'll paint it and do the stuff for you. It's like, no, that's lame. We're gonna rubber mats. Like it'll be cool. And then I think I go on Amazon and
how did the organizer take it when you called his idea lame?
Oh, well, I might have up-talked myself and my authoritative tone, so it might have been like, oh, that's a great idea. I'll think about it. Thankfully, I don't know if he's discovered it. I know you've discovered it. When I say that, it probably means...
Oh, man. I kind of feel bad for, again, two competing or different events we're both running. With two organizers who I don't think quite realize how stubborn we both are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think I found the mats online and I was going to order them. And I think there was this huge thing. It was like, no, you were in Alaska. I'm like, what does it matter? And it's Amazon Prime. And so I find somebody, I contact Amazon. They're like, yeah, well, suck it. So I found somebody else and they won't ship either. Yeah, thankfully, I don't know, out of the whim, I'm like, maybe John could get a hold of them. Of course, they have yoga mats at random, nondescript superstore hardware store.
I just carry them to offer people to use them for relaxation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it worked out. So that was really, really nice. So.
No, but excited to see it all come together. I think it should look really, really good.
It's going to be like the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got B.A. Baracus playing in the game.
I ain't getting no game, fool. I don't know.
Yeah.
God, today's long.
I know. just don't bring milk, and that guy will own the table. You remember that?
No.
I think that was the time. They would always try to get Mr. T on the helicopter, but he had this deathly fear of helicopters.
Yeah.
They knock him out.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Each time they'd have to give him milk, and it would knock him out. Milk was
I think that was technically heroin or some kind of drug.
It was a roofie.
Milk for the poppy.
He was getting it on with him.
He's getting
or Murdoch rather.
But
hey, PA, drink this.
He wakes up in a new location with a soreness and a missing gold chain.
Gosh,
it's one of the lost files of the A-Team. It's the last episode.
He just thinks he has a problem with his antacids, but no, it's semen.
Terrible joke, but in the porno version, he's like, I ain't getting in no Jane, fool. Yeah. So outside of all your commissions, all the scenery you're doing,
something happened today.
What happened
today? It was really
today?
Exciting. Thankfully, Tata was there to witness it, which is the whole reason we brought him onto the podcast so that he can
speak wonders of Tad's amazing. Well, let's hold off on your game then.
Yeah,
and let's check with Tata, who we've not let actually talk at all. Tata, what have you been up to? Well, recently, hobby wise, you made a small purchase.
Made a small purchase of a Mastodon,
which, by the way, amazing kit.
Yeah. It's super straight.
Ted and I are going through the box, pulling it out. I'm like, oh, this large resin piece is straight, and I think it's amazing. We find that a huge thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a great kit. I'm sorry, Todd. On you go.
No, it's all right. And then before that, I was working on Harry C game because we're doing that exposition. So 3,500 points. We've been paying that up for salamanders.
I think you're the first to actually finish their 3,500 points.
Yeah, threw it up there on the little page there.
So are you going to bring the Primarch? I heard that was a controversy that you were the one person that had a Primarch and wasn't going to bring it to this APOC game.
Well, it was we need the firepower, so I ended up bringing the Fellblade, I'm going to bring the Fellblade.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
yeah. Well, I think
wait. Why are the Imperial Fists not bringing the firepower? Isn't that their thing?
I thought they bring bunkers. They just bring bunkers.
Yeah. And no firepower.
I'm running the least Imperial Fist ever. I'm running it Sigismund.
So it's all Assault Marines?
Almost. It's Sigismund, who is deep striking every single unit apart from three that have to sit in reserve because I kind of start with vehicles deployed, and 2 units of scouts and a unit of quad mortars are starting on the table, and that's it.
So you put everything on to Tata to carry your weight so that you can play deep strike game.
Yeah.
Play whack-a-mole.
Yeah, well,
your bolt pistols.
you know, it's like I'm really big into wrestling, and I'm really big into Bobby Roode right now.
Okay.
And his Glorious theme tune, I might have taken over the PA system and played it several times today.
Yeah.
But like I imagine because it's the Rite of War where they teleport in and then everything around them is blinded. So I'm just imagining his Glorious theme song playing as they land, and they're all just standing there like blinding everyone with their brilliance, and then shooting BS5 bolters.
Oh, okay.
So many BS5 bolters.
So is that their thing in 30K? Is BS5 bolters?
Imperial Fist in 30K, all bolt weapons are fired at ballistic skill 5.
Okay, so it's not the reroll 1. But...
No, bolters, heavy bolters, everything is BS5.
Wow, that's even better than the reroll ones.
Yeah,
ever so slightly. But.
So I have 2 deep striking units of 20 guys. So technically, if I get them in the right range and they can rapid fire, that's 40 bolter shots that are hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s.
Brutal.
So it's going to be pretty brutal. And then if they don't move the next turn, I'm really hoping to get a full squad off of Fury of the Legion, which would be 80 BS5 bolter shots.
All the dice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's very bolter heavy.
So long as Tada pulls your weight, you'll be able to experience that.
Yeah, because I won't be shut off the table because Tada and Miller, another local player, is going to be carrying my weight. And, Danny as well.
So what are you going to be running, Tada?
Salamanders with, I got 10 Fire Drakes, Nomos Rattan, running in the Spartan with all the works.
I hear
Slayer
so many
Shield.
complaints about your Fire Drakes.
Oh, the Fire Drakes are delicious. They're was a weapon skill 5, 2 wounds, 2 up, 3 ups.
They're just there forever.
Yes.
I can attest to that.
I think on our side of the table, we are running about 5 Spartans.
I'm running 2.
Because you're running 2, I'm running 1, Miller's running 1. I think Danny's running 1. Yeah, he's doing White Scars.
Oh, White Scars. Okay.
It's a good unit. I mean, it's super solid, especially with the flare shield. It's like armor 15.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
You definitely taught me that one. It was like that's the go-to. Like, whatever. Oh, right. Okay, I don't know. That war gear is kind of expensive. Oh, he just destroyed it all. Okay, next time for the Ceramite armor. Next time the flare shield. Like, I don't usually spend money on upgrades, but in that case, like, all right.
Ceramite and flare shield is like an auto take on that Spartan.
Yeah,
make them as annoying as possible.
You're doing 2, and then like I saw a picture. You had like a bunch of bikes, right?
Yeah, I had 2 squads of 3 attack bikes with multi-meltas on them, and with the Rite of War that I'm running, it's got the Mastercrafted Melta, and then all my vehicles get 5-up impul against Melta, Volkite, Melta bombs, and so it starts getting it's a pretty resilient army with that Rite of War.
Like it's. I would almost want to play Salamanders just because like I can't hit anything with multi-meltas. Like multi-meltas notoriously roll 1s like repeatedly. Like that's like the only way to do it. But I rolled a 1. Haha, reroll 1.
Yeah.
At least you get the reroll. You get the opportunity. You get hope twice before you're crushed twice.
I'm super stoked for that game.
Yeah,
it should be good. We're going to take a quick non-break because we're not going to hit stop. But in real life, we will be because there'll be a break now. And then we're going to come back and talk about Tale of Gamers, the wrap-up.
Ooh, Gamers
the No More. Yeah. Who won, 1,000 pennies? 10,000 pennies? Spoilers.
I'm going to rage quit already. Yeah. Rage quit after I won.
All right.
But it wasn't me. Let's find out later.
Be right back.
Do you like cookies but want something more British? Buy biscuits. Not like those you have for gravy. British biscuits. For dunking in your British tea. Stiff upper lip guaranteed. Biscuits. As recommended by Queen Liz of the Britons.
All right, now that John is eating something, let's start again.
We're back. Your Tale of Gamers wrapped up. Tell me about your penultimate battle for the whole thing against you versus David.
It was super beautiful. David had made like a custom game, and it was unfortunate. Like I think like right off the bat, like I could automatically tell like it was just not going to work for him. Because he had like this mission. He created like this, moved all the terrain into like this circle with a few like. So there's like these large rock formations he couldn't really shoot through, but there were still like gaps all over the place. So you can swing in there. He had put I think about like 10 cultists they couldn't do or move or do. I mean they just couldn't do anything. Couldn't shoot, whatever. They got a 4+ feel no pain was what they had. and then like on the end of turn 4, if I didn't wipe every single one of them out, they would summon a great unclean one, and that would be the end of the game. Like that would be it. Like he'd put the model down, and that's bing done. So I'm playing with. I think I had the only flyer. No, Isaac had a flyer for a second before he quit, but didn't continue. But so anyway, he had, I think, a Land Raider, a Predator, and just a fuck ton of guys. Like he'd been doing the full complement of 10 guys running his Chaos Space Marine. So I guess he really could have done 20.
You guys both cheesed the rules.
What's that?
You guys both really cheesed the rules.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You're like, oh well, my purchase for this week is half of this one box set that I purchased at 20% off.
How did he cheese it? He didn't cheese it.
Didn't he do that? Didn't he do the start collecting box a couple times?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he had a start collecting box. I think he just straight up.
Can we shit talk him anyway and pretend like he did?
Oh yeah, well he had more points than I did. I was actually we did an 1,800 point game, and I was at 1,770. So he totally cheated. He totally, even though I could have filled I don't know how, but somehow I could have filled an extra 30 points. So he totally cheated.
Yeah, upgrades, heavy flames,
and he's a white jackass. Yeah. So we should hate him on racial grounds, even though we're all white and jackasses.
Privilege.
So anyway, so he's he has all that, and then I think so. He had the Land Raider, a Predator with all the las cannons. I think he had what did he? I think he had a big 10 block unit of Warp Talons with Lightning Claws. He was really excited about using these. He hadn't used them before, and so he got the strategic or the Warlord trait where he could infiltrate. I think 3 units. He put a 10-man Havoc squad, or no, 4-man Havoc squad with 3 heavy or 3 missile launchers with flak missiles. In the woods right next to me. Then he had his Warp Talon show up with a Lord with a back, a jump pack, and I forgot what else. So, and I had this crap that I've been bringing for a while, 2 5-man tack squads, the special Death Company character, a Death Company Dread character, Storm Raven, but I just threw everything on it. So I had
get extra points.
Well, part of it was I all those extra bolters, the Hurricane bolters. I never really liked them back in the day, but anymore, I just love them. There's just tons of dice, and especially when I'm going and killing toughness 3 cultists, that's amazing. So
do you think he realized that Feel No Pain's canceled out if you hit them with double the strength?
Yeah. I think later on he was I really should have gone invulnerable. Probably. Yeah, but that didn't seem to be that big of an issue in this game. So he has some Terminators that never showed up. I had Terminators that didn't show up either. So my Lord didn't arrive. He bounced off a rock. Actually, he bounced off the cultist and went back into orbit. So
he was I do not need to be here for this.
So, but he I think the first turn. It had a Vindicator Assassin in the far corner. Because I was going to infiltrate, but he infiltrated first, so he took all the good spots. Fuck, may as well stick him in the corner. I got 72 inches. He has 48. I'm out of his range. I had a Razorback with las cannons. My Singori Guard. I took the priest out of it, and then I think I had 5 of the Death Company guys with jump packs. First turn, he one shots my Vindicator, doubles him out and takes him out. I was super cocky. He's Psh, you're out of range. What are you gonna do? Move forward.
I will move forward slightly into range.
I will shoot him. Well, you're not going to hit him. Oh, you did. You're not going to. Yeah, of course you're going to win him. And I'm going to roll my 4 up. No, it's a 1. I rolled under the. So anyway, so I lost him immediately. I was super bitter. And then I think he starts like eating some of my guys. And like on my turn, you know, he already he took the power fist / Stormbolter off my Librarian Dread first round. And all right, well, I took Technomancy, and yeah.
So we are just passed by perennial loser Andrew DeRoma, who won a championship of nothing. I don't know.
War Machine. He got the War Machine. No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, he probably did.
Okay. So go back in time and listen to our episode where we had him on, and I don't know. Or not.
He talks about War Machine on our 40K podcast.
Yeah. So anyway, like I try to, I think get I used Technomancy, Reform, couldn't get it off. I tried to do the the armor one where you buff your armor, couldn't get that off. And I think he just kind of ate through my guys, just slowly punked my guys. And I think second turn, I was able to get my my flyer in. and just like eat through like half the guys that he had, like half of his cultists. So I just like zeroed in on that. But it was kind of fun. Like he was really excited about. I kind of like dashing people's hopes, you know, like being, I don't know, wasn't hugged enough as a kid, but he brought in his warp talons. Like he's really excited about those.
Did he learn they're awful?
Well, when you're going up against like artificer armored, like Sanguinary guard with like mastercraft, it's like scratch, slice, scratch, slice. What do you mean you're gonna 2-up save? It was a long fight. He had a lot of guys to eat through. So yeah, eventually we were able to take care of the cultists and on turn 3. So we didn't get to the end.
Oh.
So I got a nice trophy for best painted.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You put a picture of that up there. He has a large plug up his butt.
I like to not think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll put a picture up. He's mounted on the plinth on this nice wire. He's pinned in place.
Yeah.
But it looks like he is being anally penetrated. Much like you anally penetrated the competition.
Okay. I can. I was thinking that
it works.
the trophy was. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I like that.
Yeah. The trophy is your vanquished foe. The trophy is your vanquished foe.
All right. Whew. But he got like a little epic guy, and so he's like holding it. It's like a like one of those drawing maquettes. I think he got it from Walmart and like painted it gold and like had like so he has like one hand up with like an epic orc in it, and then there's like on the other hand he had made a brush, so he was like painting the epic orc, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a really nice trophy.
Yeah.
I, of course, heroically dropping out after summer killed my free time at work.
Yeah. It's the ruination of John.
Yeah.
His work.
It's the constant thing of, hey, John, why aren't you doing this? And Tata can speak to this. Tad can speak to this.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, who's also sitting at the table, can speak to this. Ted was like,
hey, Josh, who's sitting at the table?
Hey, man, you guys want to do something? And I'm like, oh, I got to work. That's like almost... when I type I into my phone, it almost autocorrects that whole sentence at this point.
Or you say yes, and then when it comes time to happen, like, oh, I got called in.
Yeah.
Somebody was sick. Well, you can call in sick. No, I can't.
No.
Why? Because no.
No, I'm abused. But yeah, we are scheduled for a game next week. Mm-hmm. We'll be playing a Shield of Baal mission. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
We're going to find a good one.
Yeah.
I am going to do my very best to not take just Flyrants.
Why?
I want it to be a fun list that I play with.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't want to be like, it comes down to, it was like, Ted and I finally play each other again. And Ted's like, okay, John's going to be super competitive. I'm like, yeah, Ted's going to be super friendly. And I bring a friendly list, and Ted brings a super competitive list, And we just switch out. But no, it should be good. I'm excited about reading about the fluff behind that there. Carrying on from our Flesh Terrors discussion from last time, and about what massive assholes they are.
Have you read any of the
Flesh
Terrors books? Or?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I listened to the Shield of Baal stuff from I think from NGC 40K.
Okay.
They did a couple of them.
Yeah.
They covered it. Yeah, Exterminatus.
Yeah. We're just going to listen to them and then edit it down and then change the voices.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I was kind of excited about that because I remember like when I think we just had them on or something like that. Like you hadn't even put out that episode. You were telling me about like how you're listening to them. Yeah. And I think before like we were hoping to bring them to Alaska. But
you talked about meeting him at Adepticon, and so I went and checked him out.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty cool. His podcast is pretty cool. This podcast is better though.
That's awesome. So, but one thing, going back real quick to that, the Gamer's Tale.
Yeah.
So I got the trophy, and then the $100. Dave had like $100 bills sitting on the trophy just to taunt me the whole time.
And Ted's like, "Oh yeah, I'm eating tonight."
I was super excited. I was gonna be able to put my food on my family. And
put them on your family, like an
George
imported lady sushi board,
right? So, but then, like in the end, he's like he picks up the trophy, pulls $100 out, hands me the trophy, and says, "You'll get this after I go to the bank and turn it into pennies." Like
So
motherfucker.
yeah, Ted's gonna get $4 as pennies, and that's not a lie.
I was really hoping because he'd made that threat, but I didn't think so. I was like, all right, the $100 bill is right there.
I think we're all enough of an asshole to know that he would have done that. He's gonna go straight to the bank and be like, "I would like to exchange these heavy boxes for actual money."
Yeah, spend about like 3 hours as they count them.
Like I said, who was it that suggested that you make him count it out to verify?
Oh, Alex Hoggins.
Yeah.
I should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
Yeah, just be like, "Hey man, I want to make sure it's all there."
Maybe. There's still time.
There's still time. Yeah, exactly. You're not picking it up yet.
Oh.
So when you get your prize, just make them count it out.
All right, Dan.
And then steal a couple pennies beforehand, so you know that's not correct.
Walk with him down to the gas station to get 3 pennies. Walking around the parking lot trying to find 3 pennies.
You come back to me when this is full.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's take our last quick break. Again, short episode today. Convention season fun. We'll be right back. We'll just talk about what's coming up next and then wrap up and then...
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. God damn, go to sleep. Yeah. Ugh. Or hang out for another 2 hours and then tear the whole thing down. But yeah, we'll be right back. Boop. Yo, dog, what's up? It's the M to the A to the GOS, here to surprise your boy, Jerry Annis. Haha, he has no idea. We about to pimp his night.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm 22 years old, and my night is a little worse for wear. It got handed down through several generations of my family. You see, we've been protecting the citizens of this world for centuries now. It's going to get a lot harder to keep the village folks safe now, though, with the outdated gun. I mean, I don't even have a carpet gun. It's tough. Worst of all, my father was very angry at my mother during the body ceremony, so she left him for a funeral. Those emotions remain. At my own bonding, I felt pretty confused by the feelings I was having, and to be honest with you, I can't look at my mother the same way again. We used to be close, but now that I has ruined.
Yo, it's your boy, the Megos.
Imperial Might, is this real? Holy shit.
Yo, it's real, Jerry. Now give me your keys. We're going to pimp your night. Let's go to West Sector Customs.
It's actually nearly bonded to me.
Let's bring West Sector Customs here. All right, yo. So, check it. Our boy Jerry here needs a fly night so he can keep on representing his family and protecting the small folk from Xenos invasion, alright? So, weapons. What you got, priest?
So what Jerry got here is a stock 33 Millennium Knight Paladin with a broken heavy stubble and a battle can that battle cannot. What I'm going to do is drop the Reaper Chainsaw low to the ground so that when the small folks go cruising by, they know who's the boss.
Nice.
Then we're going to take the heavy stubble out and we're going to put in a holographic projector that constantly projects the image of his mom's in front of the knight at all times and get your boys rage up.
All the better to smite the enemies of the Emperor with.
Exactly. And as for the battle can, we got to modify it so instead of firing bullets, it's going to fire beats. 36,000 decibels of sick beats dropping out that speaker.
Word. All right. What are we doing with that machine spirit IT guy?
Jerry's Knight is slow to respond and hasn't had an update in years, so we're going to do what we do best.
Preach it.
Turn it off and then on again. Should speed up the reaction time.
All right, boy. Paint. What are we doing?
Jerry's Knight represents the color of the house and family, and it's important that we respect the traditions and heritage.
I asked Paint. What are we doing?
Like green.
Sounds tight, all right? Let's get to work. Yo, Jerry, we've been working hard on your knight, and he is ready. Are you?
So ready. We have an incoming orc invasion. I must protect my world.
All right, here is the curtain, and here is your knight.
What have you done? Why is the Reaper so low? Why are my ears bleeding, and why is it green?
Well, we out, yo. You officially been pinned. Ah.
Why is my mother 30 feet tall in front of me?
Hey, what time are we at? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah, 35.
35?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Mini-sode.
Mini-sode.
Yeah.
Minisode.
All right, we're back. It's going to be labeled as a mini-sode.
Yeah.
Definitely so. I think so.
We won't get credit for it. Like, our download numbers will increase if we pretend it's a longisode.
Yeah.
So let's just call it a mini longisode.
It's a mini long-sode. You've reached the end, so we tricked you.
Metasode.
Yeah, only 30 minutes of dick jokes today. But yeah, moving on. We will be doing, back with Phil, doing the Shield of Ball stuff. Gene Stealer cults came out. The video of the Gene Stealer cults are coming.
That should be pretty soon.
So that's going to be pretty soon. There, looks like they're carrying on that mining colony aesthetic. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see that. I don't think they're going to be a limo.
Well, they said that there's going to be some sort of vehicle and like a regular vehicle.
They released an art picture of the vehicle.
Oh, did they really?
And it looks like a party bus. You remember?
Oh, for real?
Early.
I didn't see that.
It looks like early.
Have you seen it, Tada?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Early 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles turtle wagon.
Really?
It's like a modified Vanagon.
Yeah. What was that one called? The party wagon?
Yeah, it looks like a party bus.
Although, like, now that I'm older, like growing up with that, like I didn't really think much of it, but now that I'm older and having seen like Kill Bill, I just think of the pussy wagon. Like every time I think of like the party wagon, like that's lewd.
Yeah, it looks like a pussy wagon. Let me go down here because I put a picture of it.
So it's about time to get a second army, Tada.
Man, it's hard. It's hard for me to go away from salamanders.
Yeah. I wish you would, so I might win a game. Please, I'll pay for it.
He's like, fine, I choose Eldar Necron Tau combo.
Taudar.
Have Justin Wormley like put your list together.
Already makes a mean list.
Ooh, and Gene comes over with fruit gummies. Thank you, Gene.
There is the picture.
Oh wow. Okay, so it looks like some sort of like weird APC.
Yeah,
meets like if the orcs design things symmetrically.
Yeah,
like
I said cool. It looks like a sweet party bus.
Oh, I could be down with that.
Yeah, I'm down. Like I said, they're carrying that mining colony aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's the working class rising up against the oppressors.
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
What's that?
Disregard the extra set of arms.
Oh yeah. You know, just pay no mind.
Pay no mind. Yeah. Josh letting us know. Pay no mind to the extra arms.
Yeah.
Letting us know where he sits on the Gene Stealer Tyranid human table.
Because they have bad insurance. They can't go to the dermatologist to take care of that skin tag.
Please, I have this rending claw. It never seems to do any damage as I can never get into combat.
Can you freeze it off? What can you do with these claws? What do you do? Is it an acid?
It is a horrible acid.
That'd be kind of fun. Like I'm not such a big fan of like the Gene Stealer. I mean like the Gene Stealer cultist like aesthetic. It was never really my thing.
Well, no, even the new like
the
minor guys, right? You like those guys or still no?
See, I was molested by Mr. Clean when I was a kid, so anybody without hair, like I just have a problem with. So. Tada.
Tada removes his
cap. Beard. So getting molested by you is fine. This is the ball.
The beard makes up for it.
But I don't know. I could see if I green stuff some like dreadlocks on him, it'd be all right. Turn him into like the proletariat hippies.
You need to green stuff Ming the Merciless beards onto every single one of them.
You think so?
Because they have that high forehead and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, give them all Fu Manchus.
Oh gosh.
And then post up how-tos about how to green stuff a Fu Manchu mustache.
That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I want their flyer to be like a flying monkey.
What would that look like?
I don't know, but I have to go home and watch Flash for like right now.
You got 2 more hours. Sit there on your phone.
So
on YouTube.
Watch Flash on YouTube on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about low content post.
Don't apologize.
Coming hardcore
I'm
in
going
here.
to sleep. I have no remorse.
Yeah, we'll be back next time with no extra content to make up for it, but just the regular stuff. Again, bringing Phil back, talking about some Shield of Baal.
So real quick, I want to hear your. So you're on the committee.
Okay.
If not you are the committee.
Sure.
For the next Battlezone Ursa, what do you anticipate that you could talk about differently? I mean, is it too early to say? I mean, what's your dreams? If you could. If you could do anything differently.
I think first to respect all of the wonderful people who helped out and organized for this year. We gotta sit down as a group and go over what went well and what didn't and what we can improve for next year. Before I just Hitler the whole thing.
I just want to say balloons.
Before I just Hitler the whole thing and just put my own.
You can still put balloons in there. Yeah. I'll bring balloons.
Oh, like a balloon drop for a winner?
Like Bill Clinton on the campaign trail balloons.
So I'm definitely balloons. I'm definitely adding balloon drop for winner.
Yeah,
yeah. That's definitely been added in.
Or just whoever. Like every time somebody walks out, like, balloons. It'd be like doves.
So what are you doing better for AKBB 2017?
I won't show up.
Okay.
I'm like, man, this is better already. Ted's not here. I might wear deodorant. I think yesterday I forgot my deodorant.
As Ted says, very like cross-armed, hardcore arm cross.
Well, I think like I got the speed stick, and like for whatever reason, like one of my speed sticks is fine, then the other one isn't. Like halfway through the day, it just like stops working. Like the batteries are dead. So
your armpit doesn't have batteries.
Well, my deodorant does.
It's not deodorant.
It might be a vibrator. I don't know. Maybe it's not a deodorant container.
Just rubbing a vibrator on your armpit.
Gosh, I smell better already. Just forcing those particles back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool
All
times.
right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go try and not have Todd talk me into buying stuff in Forge World I don't need.
Oh, that Mastodon.
I do my best.
I've been sent about 4 Thunderhawk links.
Yeah. Well, weren't
In
you
the
saying,
past
Tana, that the price went down on the Mastodon? No.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
what,
right.
400 pounds now?
It's no, it's $405 now.
$405 now.
Yes.
So that's only $400 more than I can spend on a Space Marine tank on Forge World. When I just bought an Elder Army.
Oh, sell the Elder Army.
Well, those are pretty slick Thunderhawks, though, right? You could have bought that. That thing was pretty slick. It's gone already.
There's
There's a
that's
chance
right.
for it. Yeah.
That was cool. You were sending like links
with
to
with
like,
Imperial
eBay.
Fist Forge World doors and everything.
I like that one, that
works.
tripod thing that they had.
Yeah,
that tripod
everything was
mount.
magnetized.
That was slick.
That was beautiful.
No, you're both awful people.
Well, it's too late now. 'Cause
Yeah,
you went and bought
jeez.
Eldar.
You had the opportunity.
Which
there.
will win me more games than a Thunderhawk ever
How did I do
will.
last tournament again?
Exactly the same as my record with Space Marines, Tyranids, and Orcs.
But you do it with
One
a
win,
Thunderhawk.
2 losses. But it was much, much easier.
Okay.
That one win, like, I usually have to fight for that one win. That one win I got this time was just punch it with a Wraith Knight.
Yeah. So do you ever get like tournament exhaustion? Hey, Todd, how you play tournaments, right?
I never played a tournament before.
You never played a tournament?
Yeah.
You just do leagues.
I just do leagues. Well,
Okay.
because I work on weekends, so
Oh.
unfortunately.
The 5-rounders can get pretty, like, by day 2. Like, if you're not, like, top table, you're like, God, okay. And then, so, I mean, sometimes 3 games in a row. I mean, and it's like, oh, yeah, I have to stand up for 8 hours and play 3 games with my friends. Oh, God, that's the worst. But it's really, for me, it's about the people you're playing with.
Who was it? I was talking to somebody, and they were saying that. Oh yeah, I think it was Dave. He was like, "Oh, the headband came out. You know, Danny's headband. He's notorious." for having that
Danny
one."
McDivitt, our
Yeah.
local player, he won actually the 40K tournament today, Battlezone Ursa.
Yeah.
He went 5-0, and kind of just mopped a lot of people there. He had a couple tough games, but
But he had the headband on.
yeah, he
That
had
was-
the headband
that was
on.
key.
It's his power headband. It has magnets in it, which attracts 6s on his dice.
That's really it. It's
Which
like a
can
low
be,
bot
yeah.
controller.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. Just think it. And the
That's
guards
going to be it.
will-
But yeah, he has his victory headband he wears every time. But yeah, I mean, there's some guys come about at the same time. Again, if you're playing
I
a
wonder
good...
if that's what it is. Like, you know, cut down the fatigue. You just need a headband to cut down the fatigue. 'Cause
Honestly, if you're playing a good opponent, it goes by, it flies by. But
Yeah.
what really drags it down if you're just playing an asshole, you know, it's just, and that makes it go super, super long. So for me, sure, at the end of it, you're a little wiped out, but you go home, you take your significant other out for a nice dinner to say thank you for letting me spend 10 hours playing with Little Plastic Man. You give her crap because she predicted your win-loss ratio again.
Yeah.
And then, that's it. For me, tournament fatigue isn't like huge. But
I just have to say that Dave just texted me to tell me that he enjoyed the game, even though he intentionally designed the game to lose to me. So,
yeah,
I think
when I give cultists 4 up, feel no pain, I design it to lose as well.
I wonder if that isn't a feel good statement. No, just helping you with.
I meant to lose.
Just kidding, Dave. Maybe not. All right, guys.
All right,
Well, have
guys.
a good night.
Yeah, we will be back rested and ready. Well, I will anyway. Ted's still going to be preparing for his convention.
Yeah. I'll at least have some ibuprofen in me by the time we.
But yeah, we'll be back for some Shield of Baal. I'll talk some bugs and how to lose with bugs. Ted will talk about some flesh terrors and how to lose with flesh terrors. And Phil will laugh too closely to the microphone.
All right, Tada, give us some words of wisdom.
Yeah, give some
Words
words
of wisdom on 40K.
Life in general.
Life
man.
in general.
What is
Yeah.
the meaning of life?
Drop
as we
some life
exit?
advice.
Everybody makes mistakes. but it's what you do afterwards is what kind of person you are.
So what he's saying is downloading and listening to this was a mistake. But what you're going to do after listening to this is
download more episodes.
Download back catalog episodes.
Thanks, Donna.
There you go. See?
Such as our wonderful talk about Wrath of Iron and our talk about the Flesh Tear short stories and our interviews with Gav Thorpe.
The scariest Xenos episode, which is our least downloaded, but my favorite.
Yeah, Ted's favorite episode is our least downloaded, so go back and give it a pity listen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, peace.
Good night.
Should we do the intro?
This episode of Mob Rules has been brought to you by Mob Rules Media. Please join our Facebook group and be part of the conversation at facebook.com/MobRulesAK. You can also email us at themob@tophat-arts.com. Thanks for checking us out, and we will see you in 2 weeks.